Oh, it's late at night. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's almost time to go to bed. I don't know why my sister made me buy this nasty drink. What is in it? Ugh, gross. In the eyes of... This one is... This one is what? Sleepy. Do I look pale? I do look a little pale. Oh, great. How you been? Where you been at? I have been great. Just working on several projects and, working my job. How you been? I don't come on here as often in the evening or in the morning. I come on here in the morning, but not all the time. And that's because I be actually tired. I be exhausted. I only can extend myself so much. But I'm trying to come on here more regular, so people get to know me better. I still don't have a lot of people that come to my live stream, so there's that. I try, but maybe I need to stay on longer. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I just been doing my thing, working on my Substack articles. I write Substack articles under the name Livia Flair, and under the article publication Unpretty Thoughts. And I write my little stories. That's what I do in my spare time. And then in my spare time, I've been baking a lot of cookies. I've been baking a lot of cookies lately for my business. So I've been baking cookies. And that's it. Just living, trying to survive this crazy world with these crazy people. That's it. That's all I've been doing. You coming to get a cookie? I know that's right. These cookies, let me tell you something. The only reason I've been making cookies, but my sister had me make some for her job. And ever since then, these people have been going crazy over the cookies. They've been going crazy over the cookies. Everybody been talking about these cookies, all the way from the CFO all the way down to the IT department. They've been talking about my cookies. I'm like, are y'all serious over some cookies? And then I turned around and made some brownies, and they really flipped. They flipped on the brownies. They was like, oh my God. So the brownies are ahead, the cookies are ahead. Now in December, I'm doing a cookie, well, it's not a cookie show, but I'm going to a bazaar in December. I'm going to show off my cookies and sell them. So wish me luck on that. I'm going to be selling cookies, having a big display and all that. It should be a good time. It should be a great time to sell cookies. Yeah, not talking your language. I know that's right. Hello, Aisha, how you doing? Yeah, I've been, I don't even eat cookies like I used to, but making them, I ain't got a problem making them. People love to eat cookies, so, you know, I do what I can. What I really want to do for Christmas is find me a family that I can donate to. I want to find me a family that's in need that I can donate, some food to or something like that. That's what I want to. I want to find me a family that's in need. You love making cakes? I know that's right. So see, I'm not a good cake maker, but I do have a specialty. My specialty is lemon cake. I can make a good lemon cake. Ooh, sorry. I don't know why I'm tired. But I can make a good lemon cake. Now, I'm dynamite on the lemon cake. Now, any other cake, I can't do it. Um, I can't make, I'm not a cake baker. I'm cookies only, and brownies, ooey gooey bars, or what we used to call Neiman Marcus bars. I can make that. I used to make a killer lemon square. I used to make some killer lemon square. I don't know why I started making those things. I used to make lemon squares all the time. I love them things. I love me some lemon squares, lemon cake, lemon cookies. I love lemon. You know what I mean? I used to make a lot of things, but you know what? Being married, I've been married before, and I think the marriage took the joy out of me for cooking and baking, really. I don't really cook like I used to because, um, you know, being married before, it took it out of me. It took all the innocence and sweetness out of me, so I don't cook like I used to and bake like I used to. Things happen. But anyway, that's what I'm doing now. I do all these cookies and all of this, and I got a little brand going, so I may start putting my logos on certain things. Not looking in the cabinet. I don't know what you're going to find in that cabinet, but it better be something easy to put together. You better off with a peanut butter and a jelly. See, that's why you got to keep your staples around, like crackers. Because with crackers, you can do cheese and crackers. You could do jelly and crackers. Peanut butter and jelly and crackers. That kind of thing. Are you still my Kalani? What the hell that mean? What the hell does that mean? I'm not no Klingon. I don't know what that mean, man. Okay? This ain't Star Trek. I don't know what that mean. Okay? I don't know what that means. But, yeah. So, yeah, I like to bake, but not like I used to. But now, let me tell you something. The other day, I made a lasagna. I'll post a picture on my channel so y'all can see it. I made a lasagna, and usually when I make a lasagna, it's like $80. You know, that's the low end. When I make lasagna, it's like a straight up $80 or more. Well, you know, times are different. I chose. I don't remember that. I don't remember you calling me no Klingon. So I make lasagna, and I decided to make a cheaper version at Aldi's. Now, let me tell you the ingredients I got at Aldi's to make this lasagna. It's very cheap. I use Aldi spaghetti sauce, 1 jar of spaghetti sauce. Usually I use 2 jars of spaghetti. About that date. Man, these dates I have been on, I could write a whole book about all the crazy dates that I have been on. I've been on some crazy stuff. I met some crazy people, okay? Some absolutely crazy people. Okay? I don't know. But anyway, I could write a whole book about that. But anyway, this lasagna, I got 1 jar of spaghetti sauce. I got a block of mozzarella and I shredded it myself. And I got some provolone slices of cheese. Provolone sliced cheese. Then I got the hamburger patties instead of the ground meat because the hamburger patties were thicker, and so they weighed more and cost less than the grounded meat. It was crazy. So I got that, and I got a bag of onions, and what else did I get? A bag of onions and something I got. The lasagna noodles, and that was it basically. And what I did was cut up the onions in a skillet with some oil, and I added the hamburger meat, the hamburger patty meat, and I smashed that up in there. And then I took my spaghetti sauce out when it's done, and I poured it over that. And then I just layered my lasagna in my pan, and I did noodles. I did sauce, noodles, cheese, meat, and I just kept layering it all the way to the top. I use Italian seasoning. I use Italian dressing seasoning. And I used garlic powder and something else. Italian seasoning, garlic powder, and a little bit of seasoning salt. I put all that together. Man, let me tell you something. That came out so good, it didn't make no sense. It came out fire. Very good. Very cheap, too. Very cheap. You can find some really good deals at Aldi's. You can find some really good deals. But anyway, that's what I made the other day. I made lasagna. Tonight I made Philly cheesesteaks. That was cheap too. I got the shaved meat from Aldi's to make the Philly cheesesteak. And I used the leftover mozzarella cheese from the lasagna. And I used bell pepper, onions, mushrooms, and I put it all in the skillet and let it cook with steak seasoning and garlic. And I toasted some buns, and that was it. And that was my Philly cheesesteak. You know. Now, just because I'm telling y'all I cook these things don't mean I'm a cook for nobody. I'm not cooking for nobody. Yes. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to make it on my live stream. Um, I love making lasagna. Now I make a lasagna that's very expensive. Like my seafood lasagna, that's $100 because I'm using fresh crab meat. I'm using shrimp. I'm using the best shrimp, the best crab meat, and oh, I'm telling you right now, the best lasagna, the best seafood lasagna you ever had in your life. I use oysters too. I use oysters, shrimp, um, oysters, shrimp, and crab meat. Something else I use. I use all that, and it turns out so beautiful. I had my cousin calling me in the middle of the night. You got any more that seafood lasagna? I said, girl, I said, you know what time it is? I ain't got no more of that lasagna. It's gone. Oh man, when you making it again? You know, sometimes you can't make things too good because then people get addicted. They start calling you like a crackhead in the middle of the night. They want to know when they going to get their next fix. And then let me tell you something. Since that last time I made it, I ain't made it since. I ain't made that thing since. And she still has called me several times over the years. When you going to make another one of those seafoods? Girl, I don't know. Okay, it's $100 for that lasagna. That's not cheap. That's not cheap. And it's good. I make it too good. Yeah, I love seafood lasagna. I love seafood. I make it Italian all meat lasagna. You know, a whole bunch of meat. Oh, you know. I make it really good. But I don't be telling people that because, you know, people be wanting you to make stuff. So I don't tell too many people my little thing that I do. But I do like to cook. I do like to cook. I just don't like cleaning up a whole bunch of stuff. That's why I gotta clean as I cook. I'm a clean as I cook type of person. I know you can't get rid of them. Yeah, that's why you can't make stuff too good. You know, people be fainting. I made a caramel. Now I don't bake like that, but I made a caramel cake one time, and my sister hammered me. When you gonna make another caramel cake? When you gonna make another? First of all, that caramel cake took all my energy. Okay, it took me hours and hours of slaving in the kitchen just to make that caramel cake. I can't be making that all the time. I can't be doing that. You know, I got those big mama arms, and I can't have my arm just falling off trying to make a caramel cake. I can't be doing all that. I can't be doing all that. I need to find a man that know how to make a cake, you know, cookies and stuff like, you know what I mean? Maybe not in this lifetime. Maybe my next lifetime, you know, I get blessed with somebody that know how to make cookies and pies and desserts and stuff like that. Maybe my next lifetime. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I do like to cook. Just not. I don't do it too often. I'm more of an easy shortcut cook now. I do a lot of shortcuts. You know, I'm not gonna sit there and boil a whole bunch of rice. You know, nowadays I might buy microwave rice. Trader Joe's got some good microwave rice. You put it in the microwave for like a minute, and 3 minutes, and it's done. You know what I mean? So I take shortcuts a lot. I do a lot of shortcuts. If I want chicken quesadillas, I may not feel like cooking the chicken, so I go to Costco and get one of those rotisserie chickens and cut it up, put it on a tortilla shell, and call it a day. Okay? I don't do all that. I'm not going to sit there and do all that extra touching raw chicken, put it in a skillet, wait for it to cook, and all. No. I'm too old for that. Way too old for that. So I don't do that. I just I do the easiest thing possible. Easy cooking. Easy living. And I suggest everybody else do the same thing. Stop doing things the long way. Unless you're trying to impress somebody, unless you're trying to impress yourself. But it's okay to take up a shortcut. Do the shortcut. You still gonna get the same result, regardless. Take the shortcut. You know what I mean? You don't have to do everything the hard way. People do that stuff the hard way, trying to prove to other people they know how to do something. I'm past that point. I'm way past that point. So, I don't know. I feel like I need to lay down in my bed. I probably will in a minute. I think I'm about to lay down because I'm exhausted. I think I've been up. I've been up since 5 a.m. You know what? As soon as I go to sleep, as soon as I close my eyes, I'm going to wake right back up at 3 a.m. Like clockwork. I'm going to wake up at 3. I don't know what that's about. But, I guess I should go to bed since I'm tired. I'm yawning. I yawn about 3-4 times on this live stream. But anyway, I guess I'll see you guys later. I'll probably come back tomorrow morning because I don't have really much to do. Okay, so I'll probably come back tomorrow morning when I'm rested because I'm exhausted. So I'll be back tomorrow. What am I fixing for breakfast? Probably nothing. I don't think I'm fixing nothing for breakfast. Right. That's good. That is great. See, once you do something, sometimes you do it, you just do it forever. My grandma, she used to love to cook, clean, and all that kind of stuff, and I don't know. I'm different. I'm exhausted. I think I do too many things. You know what I mean? I think I do way too much stuff these days. I got the blog I'm doing. I'm writing the articles in Substack. So if you want to, you can read my Substack articles under Livia. Just search for Livia Flair on Substack. And I got all kind of articles I wrote. That's what I do. I think I do too much stuff. And that's why I'm exhausted. But anyway, thanks for chatting. You guys have a great evening. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.